Oh, hello. I hope this works alright, the audio today, because it's raining and it's quite loud in here. And I've got a microphone really close to my mouth just to, hopefully uh, be able to be a bit louder than the rain, basically. So there's not much of an update that I can, talk about what happened in the business this week, because not much happened. I just didn't really get time, and it was quite, yeah, I was tired at night and things. So that's all the update basically. I've been thinking a lot, and that's what basically what I'm gonna make this video about. I'm gonna make a little brainstorm session together with you, and that's just, yeah. I thought it's a good idea to look at very basic questions to check in with if I'm still on the right path. So I've basically looked into this business book, and that's the very first one, and that basically asks these like very basic questions to find the purpose or the vision for the business. And I think they're quite valuable. And let's just do that together today. And I've got 3 questions that I looked up out of that book, and I'm just gonna shoot what I'm thinking basically. I had a bit of a think this week all about it, but these questions will just help to condense that a bit. So that's 3 questions. I wrote them down. They are: what are the most important things in your life? The second one is, what are your values in terms of the business? So what kind of values has the business? And the third one is, what is your vision for the business? So where do I want to be in the future? And let's just start with the first one. So what are the most important things in my life? So the very most important one is my family. And there's nothing that is more important to me than my kids and my wife and the rest of the family. And so I want to spend time with them. I want them to be happy. I want them to live a long and healthy life and happy. And so that's probably the main motivation for everything that I do is my family. I want my kids to have a great future, and us as well, because I believe in that we can live a long life, and I want that to be a good life, and stick together and stay together, and just be happy together. And then the second thing that I'm quite that is very important to me is how I spend my time as well. Might sound a bit selfish, but I like to. I have so many things I like to do, and I like to spend time with myself. I'm a bit of an introvert as well, and so I'm interested in a lot of things. I like to learn new things, and I'm very interested in technology and the future of the world basically. And I think technology is playing a big role in that. And and then I love the technology. I love to use the technology as well. So just like a camera now, or YouTube, the computer. I like to use technology. I'm using the machine in my workshop, the CNC machine, and that works with the computer. And it, like there's algorithms running, when I'm designing and getting it into the manufacturing. From the design to the manufacturing, there's algorithms working and AI working to make that happen. Otherwise, it would be a very hard, tedious process. And yeah, so technology, the future of technology. I like gadgets, I like photography, and that's where we get to like what I also like. That's art, being creative, making stuff, making things, and so you kind of get the feeling already why I do what I do, and yeah, so that's the things that are very important to me. So the future in general of the humankind, but then it's especially the future of my family and me. Yeah. What are your values? Yeah, in business, in terms of business. I mean, again, I think values that they're just the values that I have for the business are probably also the values that I have in life. And I'm probably not perfect, perfectly following that, but I value, for example, I value trust. Like, yeah, what is a business where you can't trust the person, right? But in general, trust is very important if you have any sort of relationship. And but yeah, especially in business, you want to, you don't want to, you want to be honest, right? Otherwise, you're going to lose people, and people get disappointed, and I don't want to disappoint anyone. And so I want to trust, and I want to trust people, and I want people to trust me. And that works probably best through communication. So that's another thing that I really value is communication. It's like I kind of like when things are going wrong, it's so often that it wasn't communicated well. So for example, when you have an appointment somewhere, or you tell someone to come somewhere, you basically over communicate. Tell the person, a week in advance, next week we have that meeting, or that next week you come to me and we've got that appointment, right? And then a day before, I'm all ready for that appointment tomorrow. I hope that's all good. And then, even on the day, oh yeah, I'm on my way now, just so people don't have wrong expectations. It's just so, that you're all clear about what's going to happen, and then there's no disappointments, no like mistakes really, or even if you have a meeting or an appointment, you communicate what that will be about, just so that when the two people then meet up, that there is an the same kind of expectation from both, so that there's no that you don't clash, basically. And yeah, I think that comes back together with trust. Then if you if you communicate well, you can also build trust way better. And then the next thing I value is also awkward break, awkward pause. We were talking about the impact of the business. We were talking about the values of the business. So, what kind of impact do I have with the business, right? So that's a great value. If I work and it's pointless, then I don't want to do the work, right? So I need a purpose. I need to have that work that I'm doing needs to have an impact. And with this, operation, with this project, or it's not a project, it's an operation now. It's an empire, I call it. No, it's a startup. With this operation, I'm trying to, have a real impact on the world, and I try to make the world a better place. Try to, encourage others to make the world a better place as well, and just help with that. And I think if you're working somewhere where you don't really see, and if you're not making any impact on people's lives, like doing something good, I don't know if it's worth doing. And then also another value is like respect for everyone. I respect any orientation that people have, any religion, or any even if I'm not personally associating with that, with those values, respecting other people's values, I guess, if your values are that if for you it's important that you believe, and that you have your culture, and yet that so your culture is very important for you, then I totally respect that, and I'm gonna try to be mindful of that. It's not always easy, because sometimes when I'm personally not when I personally not value that for myself, then it's sometimes hard to see that others do. So I'm trying, I'm always working on that. For example, that's a very simple one. Sleep. Some people value that they don't wake up in the middle of the night. I don't care. I don't easily wake up, but even if someone wakes me up, I'm almost happy, because I can sleep more. I wake up and I think, oh, why did I wake up? I can sleep. And I sleep again, because I like to fall asleep. But some people are getting really, really don't like waking up. And if you, so I try to be quiet. So that's how I, show respect for that. So that's I respect other people's values, wants and needs, and the culture, the religion, the way people live, right? So I'm trying. I'm always getting a little bit better, I think, and so that's another value that I have. And then another thing that I also value, and I think it needs to be, the work needs to be fun. So the business needs to be. I wouldn't want to do business if it's not fun for me. I mean, if it really helps, if it really has an impact, but I need fun. Otherwise, the motivation is not enough for me. I think some people, they have motivations like whatever, money, or helping someone, and they don't like the job that they're doing, but they do it for the money, or they do it for the good of the world. But I need fun, otherwise I'm not motivated enough. It's probably not the best, but I'm having a lot of fun with things, so not really an issue for me. But that's one thing I value as well. Fun, having fun. The rain has kind of stopped. That probably helps with the sound. So what's the vision for the business? So actually it's not only for the business, the vision, again. it's my personal vision. Um, yeah, my vision is that the world is gonna be a great place, and it's it's getting better all the time, and that we'll end up having an earth that is healthy, sustainable, and that we humans are sustainable, and that we don't, destroy the earth anymore. And so I really believe that, and I really believe that we can get to this, economy that is just reusing the things that we have. Of course, at the moment we're still growing, so we probably still have to, we probably still have to get some resources out of the earth. We definitely need to get rid of fossil fuels. We definitely have to reduce our, waste and our carbon footprint, and basically just make sure that the conservation of nature is so important, and we can only pull that off if we also do that fast, right? We need to stop climate change really fast. But I believe that we can do that, but we need to do our work. So it's not just like we can lean back because I believe in it now. That's why I'm doing all this, because I think we actually have to work hard on that. But I believe in that it's absolutely possible, and it's with all the research that I've done for this project, and I can tell that it's, for example, absolutely possible for the specific thing, plastic, that we don't have to make new plastic. We can actually reuse all the stuff that we have right now. There's so much waste, plastic waste, and we can recycle it. It's absolutely possible. Or even repurpose it, reuse it. If you've got a container, try to repurpose it. You try to reuse it for something else. Just keep it in the system. Don't throw it in the rubbish, or even in nature. I mean, basically, if you throw it in the rubbish, we are putting it into nature, right? Because we don't really know where to put it. And even if it goes to the waste incineration plant, then it will burn, and that waste is not gone. Nothing ever goes away. It's just transformed into something else, and that's still toxic, still bad for the environment. Regardless of what they tell you. Yes, the volume is maybe reduced, but it still is bad. And so I believe we can do better than that. We can actually take the stuff that we have, and we can, without burning it, we can actually recycle it. Put it back into the cycle without making new virgin plastic, for example. But that will also work for a lot of other things. Even batteries in the future, like not even far future. At the moment we need a lot of new batteries, but at some point we won't get new materials out of the ground to make more batteries, because there's going to be so many batteries, and they will be 100% recyclable. And and that, I think, goes for everything else. All the other waste that we have could actually be recycled or reused somehow else. All the organic waste that we have can be used and put to work again. You can grow food with organic waste. And so I believe in a positive future. I really do believe in that. But I also know that we need to hurry up and accelerate this thing. That's why I'm working on this. That's why I do this, because I think we need to work. We need to put a lot of work into accelerating it. Otherwise, it's quite urgent. Otherwise, nature actually loses a lot of species, a lot of may even destroy us if we would not do anything right now, you know, then we would probably destroy ourselves. Just we would overload ourselves with waste and with carbon in the air and with everything else. So we need to work on that, and I believe in that we can do it. And so, but still doesn't mean you can lean back. You have to work on that, and you just by watching this, you're already helping. That's great. So just by watching that, you are pushing my mission forward. You're actually helping me spread the word. And yeah, if you now like and subscribe and leave a comment and hit that bell button, that'll obviously help even more. You can also support me with a little bit of money on Patreon. That it's a monthly a monthly amount that you can donate. You can stop it anytime. But yeah, I've got a Patreon now. You can find it in the About section. I probably put it under this video as well. And yeah, thank you so much. So really, if you got to this part, to the end, then you gave me watch time. You probably listened to what I said. And yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much. And if you can help in any other form as well, do that as well. Thank you very much. Right. Bye.